She airbrushed my mother out of her wedding like a blemish. One click, poof, 25 years of casseroles, carpools and Christmas cookies. Gone. I found out when I stood in the reception line, champagne fizzing, fake smile aching, staring at a 40-foot wall of photos that looked perfect and empty. Tonight I'm going to show you the moment I returned the favour, only my delete button wasn't digital. It was a microphone, a projector, and 300 witnesses. Grab popcorn, sis. This is the story of how I erased her right back. In HD. You're in the receiving line at your brother's wedding, champagne bubbling in your hand, cheeks hurting from smiling. When you glance at the 40-foot photo mosaic the bride commissioned. You search for your mum's face. Nothing. Your dad, gone. Your own image, scrubbed. An entire branch of the family tree digitally chainsawed out of existence. That was me, Sarah, 5 years ago, and tonight I'm going to tell you how I returned the favour so perfectly that my sister-in-law is still trying to Photoshop herself back into reality. Buckle up. If you've ever been erased, belittled, or treated like you were disposable, smash that like button, subscribe, and hug your headphones close, because the justice you're about to witness is the kind most people only fantasize about. I grew up in a dusty 2-stoplight town where the tallest structure was the water tower everybody's name got spray painted onto after prom. My big brother Josh was the sun we all orbited, football captain, kindness in cleats. I was the afterthought, the little sister carted to games with popcorn duty, but I worshipped him, and he protected me like a prized rookie card. Enter Cassandra, Cassie, junior year of college. 5'11", hair the colour of a new penny, and a laugh that sounded expensive. She strode into Thanksgiving carrying a Michael Kors bag and a smile that never reached her eyes. My mother, who could smell insecurity like turkey juices, hugged her anyway. Cassie's hug back was that A-frame pat-pat, minimal contact, maximal judgment. Flash forward 4 years. Engagement announcement arrives on glitter cardstock so thick my mail carrier grunted. Cassie's wedding would be an immersive brand experience, she joked, except she wasn't joking. She hired a full-time social media manager 6 months out. I was asked, emailed, to be bridal support staff. Translation: assemble 2,000 origami cranes, design bathroom basket labels, and surrender every weekend for bouquet boot camp. I'm a graphic designer, so fine, I love craft. I even hand-drew their monogram, J and C entwined, invisible infinity loop. She approved it with one comment. Make the ampersand thinner, it photographs fat. June wedding, venue, converted glass factory, chandeliers dangling like crystal jellyfish. I arrive early, arms full of emergency kit, stain pen, fashion tape, granola bars. Cassie's mother intercepts me. Photographer needs family formals, now. We line up. Mum, Dad, Josh, me, Grandpa Ed in his wheelchair. The flash pops. I exhale, relieved we finally squeezed one organic moment out of this Pinterest circus. Reception starts. The 40-foot mosaic rolls down like a movie screen. Gasps, applause, iPhone skyward. I scan for our faces and feel the floor tilt. Where 5 of us stood is a smooth alien texture, bricks cloned over our bodies. We have been liquefied. I blink, certain I'm drunk on cheap bubbles. Nope. Mum's mouth actually falls open. Dad's hand clamps her shoulder. Part comfort, part don't make a scene. I storm to the photographer's booth. He shrugs. Bride's directive. She paid extra for perfection. Perfection. My stomach turns inside out. I march toward Cassie, but Josh intercepts, eyes pleading. Let it go, Sarah. Today's her day. Her day. Not our families, not truths, hers. Weeks later, Mum cries over Thanksgiving prep because there's no photo evidence she attended her son's wedding. Dad, a 30-year vet who doesn't flinch at gunfire, chokes up. It's like we were never there. Meanwhile, Cassie posts a cropped shot on Instagram. So blessed to marry my best friend surrounded by everyone we love. Everyone apparently means brick walls. I confront her, politely, over DM. She leaves me on red. I post a side-by-side, original versus erased. She reports it for harassment. Instagram deletes my post, hers stays. Powerlessness tastes like aluminium on my tongue. 1 year later, I get engaged to Mia, the human equivalent of sunrise. We plan a small lakeside ceremony. 40 guests, wildflowers, taco truck. I swore I'd stay classy, no petty games, until Cassie volunteers to consult, then immediately hijacks the Pinterest board, pinning 9,000 arches and ivory roses dipped in glitter. I uninvite her from planning. She calls me bitter bridesmaidzilla. That night I sit on the kitchen floor, Mia rubbing my back while I ugly cry. She's going to erase me again, even from my own memory. Mia whispers, "Then you write the story, babe. You hold the pen." Something clicks, audible, like a tumbler in a lock. Guest list audit. I invite every single person Cassie uninvited from hers. Estranged cousins, a college roommate she called obese, Josh's ex she feared would wear white and outshine me. They all say yes. Curiosity is cheaper than Netflix. Step 2. Photographer. I hire Leo, award-winning ex-Time magazine, notorious for integrity. I sign a clause, 0 digital alteration beyond color correction. He laughs. You're the first bride who wants to keep her moles. Step 3. Seating chart. Cassie and Josh land at table 1, front and center, under a vintage chandelier that flickers like a horror movie bulb. Step 4. The decoy. I tell Mum we're doing a generational photo of direct blood relatives only. Cassie hears through grapevine, assumes she'll be excluded, exactly what I want her to assume. Cassie texts Josh. They're planning some tacky revenge exclusion. You need to stand up for your wife. Josh calls me, voice thin. Sarah, please don't start a civil war. I answer, ice calm. I'm just taking family photos, bro. Relax. For the first time, he's the anxious sibling. I'm the one with the steering wheel. Bachelorette weekend. Mia and I rent a lake house. Cassie shows up with monogrammed tumblers for the squad. I greet her, hug her, hand her a gift bag. Inside, a thumb drive labelled Family Mosaic, fixed. She plugs it in. Up pops the original wedding photo, us restored, plus a screenshot of her email to the photographer. Delete them, I'll pay whatever. Her face drains of blood. She lunges for the laptop. I close it gently. See you at the wedding, I smile. Morning of, storm clouds brood but never break. Perfect metaphor. Ceremony time. String quartet plays. I can see clearly now. Guests arrive. Cassie steps onto the lawn in a skin-tight cream dress. Bridal rule-breaking on purpose. I let her shine. For now. Photography begins. Phase 1. Extended family shot. I announce, blood relatives only, please. Cassie smirks. Knew it. Josh looks sick. We line up. Mum, Dad, Grandpa Ed, now walking with a cane. Me, Mia, aunts, uncles. Click. Phase 2. Couples who've been married 25 plus years. Cassie excluded. Her marriage is 5. Click. Phase 3. Childhood friends of the bride. Cassie stands firmly in frame. I touch her elbow. Oh, this one's pre-2015 friends only. Gasps ripple. Camera captures her open-mouthed protest. Click. She realizes the pattern. Every category slices her out. Legitimately, surgically, publicly. She whispers to Josh, "We're leaving." Josh, eyes glassy, shakes his head. She's my sister. Cassie storms toward the parking lot. Photographer snaps the perfect stomp stiletto shot. Reception. Lights dim. I tap champagne glass. Projector hums. A slideshow titled Love in Full Frame, No Cropping. First image, her original wedding mosaic, us erased. Second, my restored version, us present. Third, her email screenshot. Someone drops a fork. Ping! Cassie races in, heels sinking in grass, screaming, "Turn it off!" Leo, my photographer, zooms in on her contorted face. Click, click, flash like lightning. I speak into the mic, voice steady. Family isn't a filter you swipe on or off. Cheers to keeping every pixel. Applause detonates. Cassie lunges at the projector. Security, my cousin Tasha, 6 feet 1 inch volleyball, blocks like a volleyball net. Cassie trips, tears her cream dress, mascara raccooning. Josh helps her up. She slaps his hand. The photographer captures it all, raw, unedited, immortal. Video hits social within hours, guests' stories stitched together. Comments explode. Bridezilla gets dose of her own medicine. Someone makes a meme. Cassie's face mid-tantrum, captioned, "When you can't Photoshop reality." The post racks up 2.3 million views in 48 hours. Her influencer account hemorrhages followers. Sponsors drop faster than her jaw. She deletes her profile, but the internet is a vault. Josh shows up at my apartment next morning, eyes hollow. I love her, but I didn't know she could be this cruel. We cry, hug, rebuild. He asks for the unaltered wedding photos. I hand him a leather album labelled Family, All of Us. He traces Mum's face like it's scripture. Sometimes justice isn't about destroying someone, it's about forcing them to see the picture they tried to delete. And if they refuse to look, the world will gladly hold up the mirror. If this story scratched an itch you didn't know you had, drop a like, subscribe, and tell us, what's the one moment you wish the universe had snapped an unedited photo of? Comment below. Your story might be our next feature. Until then, keep your pixels real and your heart even realer.